Trump administration has announced it will pull the United States out of a UN immigration compact. Some people dislike all borders, though. Peter Sherman founded the group One Global Democracy. It advocates for abolishing borders and countries. He rejoins us now. Great to see you, Peter. Sorry about that. So I just wonder, why now? It seems like the rest of the world is moving in exactly the opposite direction. You had Brexit, you got the Catalonian separatists. Around the world, you're seeing things become disaggregated. People don't want to be part of big organizations anymore. You're saying the answer is a global government. Why?
So, hey, Tucker, thank you for having me on the show. One Global Democracy is here to create a new conversation about how we can make a better future for everyone by dissolving separate countries and international borders and giving everyone worldwide an equal voice in handling the big issues that affect us all, like climate change, which of course is the major cause of those tragic wildfires in Southern California, like inequality, which is hollowing out the middle class, as you covered last week, and like unlocking the doors to economic opportunity for everyone. We have a super powerful new video that makes the case for this on our website at oneglobalDemocracy.com, and I encourage everyone to check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I would encourage them too, because I think it's an interesting idea, but it seems very anti-democratic to me. People don't want this. They've never wanted it. The League of Nations had to be imposed on them. Same with the UN, the EU. Like, actual people don't want to be ruled from a great distance by people who don't speak the same language or have the same history or values. They don't want this. They never have wanted it. Why do you think otherwise?
Well, the key distinction here is between being ruled and democracy. Now, democracy is about everyone having an equal voice, and we don't have that today. International borders and separate countries are getting in our way. You know, our current patchwork of separate countries dates back more than 350 years to the days when horse travel was the state of the art for communications. An awful lot has changed since then. You know,
no,
Isaac Newton articulated the laws of physics.
Wait, but people have always had different countries, not nation states, but they've always had, going back to the very beginning of time, tribes, distinct groups that have different rituals and customs, cultures, languages. People aren't all the same, and maybe that's why this would never work. Does that worry you?
Respectfully, Tucker, I disagree. You know, and that's what's so exciting about this moment in history where we are right now. Because right now, for the first time in human history, we have an opportunity with new technology to actually implement a global democracy for the first time. So much has changed since we first had the Treaty of Westphalia in 1648 or whatever it was. You know, we've had the laws of physics articulated. We've had domesticated electricity. We've had the arrival of the internet and now blockchains.
But none of that changes.
Massively changing the world.
But why would you want to? But why would you want someone in a country you've never been to making decisions? I mean, presumably, if it's a one-man, one-vote democracy, then, like, the Chinese, with whom you have nothing in common, would be making decisions that affect you. Why would you want that?
Well, as a matter of fact, you know, one person, one vote. You'd be surprised, actually. If you look at the available international polling data, it is really surprising how much in common we have with people all over the world. Even if you look at the major population centers like China and India and Islamic countries, it is truly surprising
how many countries have you been to,
we have in
Peter?
common in terms of values.
Okay.
Quite a number. Quite a number.
Okay, thanks for joining us. Enough to disagree with you.